Morning, y'all. Here I am out on a day hike. A little more than a day hike today. I'm trying to put in a bunch of miles today. I want to get in at least 20 miles today. I'm without Danny today. She had work, and plus, I don't think she's ready for a whole 20-mile hike yet. I had to do that 10 one before, and she did it. But, 20 miles is a little bit pushing it on her right now. I don't want to force her into something that hard yet. It's a little chilly out today. About in the 30s somewhere. I think when I got out of the car it said it was like 35 degrees out right now. A little chilly. It's not too bad though. This is early in the morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning right now. So it's only going to warm up as the day goes on, which will be good because it's a little bit chilly for real. Talking today about how I've been doing this for years. I've been doing the backpacking thing for like going on 5-6 years now or something like that. Section hike the AT every year. I've been doing this for a while, but what got me back into it, like I used to love being out hiking and doing stuff like that a long time ago, out of high school and things like that. Me and my friends always talk about going on like long crazy hikes, like something like the Appalachian Trail or survival in the woods kind of stuff, things guys talk about all the time. And I put that off for a while because I got with my ex-wife and we were together for like 13 years, so put it off for a while. I stopped doing that kind of stuff. I got into a different frame of mind, doing the whole relationship thing. But then I found out I had multiple sclerosis and things changed a little for me. I got a little bit, like a depressed kind of place for a while there. And then me and my ex-wife split up and, things changed even more. I was a little bit more depressed. Then I, started remembering, once I got my own and was living by myself and stuff, I started remembering about how I used to love hiking and being out there for backpacking and stuff like that. And I started throwing all my energy into that. I started buying gear, started, doing hikes and getting out there and stuff. And, that kind of helped me a lot with my depression and stuff from finding out MS. I mean, it's nothing bad. Like, as you can see, my MS is not hindering me in any way right now. But MS is one of the things where, is almost like a time bomb. You never know if something's going to happen or if it ever will happen. I could live the rest of my life and have no real issues whatsoever. But there are people out there who end up, in like serious issues, like, not able to walk anymore, having issues with, they have to use crutches from then on. I've seen people who just can't move one of their arms no more. Their arm just decides to stop working for them for some reason. Because the way MS works is it destroys nerve endings in your body, and once it destroys the right amount of, once it destroys the right amount of nerve endings, it could turn that thing off. For me, I haven't had really too many issues yet. Just mostly like the regular side effects of, being tired all the time, achy, things like that. Nothing real crazy yet. But anyway, getting back into hiking stuff kind of made me get away from that, start feeling, a little better for myself. And so that's why I take this as. I take it as like my release from, everything else in the world. Like, I feel like being out here is so peaceful, so beautiful. You don't really have to think about the rest of the world when you're here. Things like work, sickness, any kind of issues that you've had just kind of can go away a little bit. You just focus on the hike, and it's just peaceful. Eventually I'd like to do a through hike of the Appalachian Trail, but that's, probably a couple years down the road more. Got to save some money get everything situated. And Danny says she would like to join me with that. She says she really wants to do that kind of stuff too. She would love to go out there with me. So that's our goal eventually. So we'll be able to do something like that. It's always fun, to be out here. And I enjoy being out here with her. She, does good, and it's good seeing her starting to do this and getting into it. All right. Talk again a little bit later. This is how cold it is out here. It's literally got snow on the ground at some points. Not a lot, but enough to prove that it's definitely cold enough that it's not melted or nothing. Whew. Only about a quarter of the way through my day, so I got a good bit yet to go. Keep pressing on. This part of the trail doesn't have too many things in the way of views and stuff, but these power line roads, they end up being pretty nice sometimes. I mean, it could always be, nicer, of course, if you want to be, technical, but this is nice enough for me. I enjoy seeing that out there, the view of the horizon and everything. Back to the hike. My first ever overnight in the Appalachian Trail. I camped right here in this spot. And this is the trail. It's nowhere near where you're supposed to camp. This is camp well off the trail, but that was my first time. I was so tired. I was wearing the wrong boots. I actually wore steel toe logging boots for my first time. It was ridiculous. I got dehydrated like hell, but it was my first time and it was still amazing. Oh crap, made it to the shelter. 10 miles down. Halfway through my hike. Still got 10 more miles to go. It's about noon. And I put in pretty much exactly 10 miles already, 10.3 miles right now. It's gotten a little warmer out. It's still kind of chilly though, but still better than it was. Oh, let me just adjust to you guys real fast. There we go, it's better. I wanted to address something too. I watch videos and stuff of it on YouTube too about hiking and stuff. I still do, even though I do this all the time. I still go ahead and look at the different videos out there, see what other gear other people are using, see if something they're using might fit in my kit. See what their things are, what they talk about. And one thing I've noticed as of late, a lot of people anymore, they're not saying hike your own hike anymore. Hike your own hike is supposed to be a big thing. You're supposed to, if you go out there and hike, you're supposed to do what you want to do. You're supposed to do it exactly the way you want to do it. You're not supposed to, listen to other people's things and say, okay, well, they must be right and do what they're saying, do what they're doing. You got to figure out what's best for you. All right. One thing I always hear people talking about, don't ever bring a big knife. I have this big knife, sitting on the side of my bag. I always have this. I like it because I like to start fires, at camp at night, especially if it's been raining. It's a good way to, dry off and stuff. And it's just like a morale booster, you feel better when you have a fire going. It feels like, more cozy. And people keep telling you, don't bring a big knife. I also have an Nalgene in there that I use for my, my tea and stuff like that, or coffee in the morning, because these, the smart water bottles, they don't, you can't put hot water in there, and you don't really want to put tea or coffee in them and make it ruin your bottle then, because it's going to give it that flavor and then a little bit, and then the water is going to taste like that for the rest of your hike. So, you got to do what you want to do. People keep telling you don't do certain things, don't listen to them. Do exactly the way you want to do it. If you want to carry the extra weight of an Nalgene instead of a smart water bottle, do it. If you want to bring a big knife, do it. If you want to, wear different clothes, like one thing everyone keeps telling you on the internet, oh, I get this Ex Officio, the Patagonia, the big names of stuff, the stuff that costs a lot of money to get. You do not need all that expensive ass stuff. Most of my clothes I'm wearing right now, the leggings I'm wearing right now, the shorts, even the shirt and the other shirt are all from Walmart. They're all like a no-name brand from Walmart, and they work just fine. They're made out of the same materials as the other stuff. Now, certain things, when I say, yeah, you might want to spend some money on certain things, like, a backpack and your shoes, things like that are important. You want to spend a little money on them to make sure you have, gear that's going to last you and it's not going to cause you any issues for those kind of things, But other things, you can cheap out on a bunch of stuff. You don't have to go out and spend, tons of money to get all this really expensive gear that everyone keeps showing. It's not necessary. You can go and do things on the cheap, definitely. There's budget items out there everybody can do. You don't have to spend, $50 for a pair of, leggings, and $50 for a pair of boxer shorts. They don't have to do all that. Things can be cheaper and you'll be fine. All right. Just gotta say, the saying people used to say a lot was hike your own hike. And I still believe in that. I still believe that you need to hike your own hike. You could, take what people say, listen to their advice and stuff. If they've been doing it for a long time, they have, different a view on things you might not see from. But in the end of it, don't just go blindly by what someone else says. Try and figure out what things work best for you, and try and get those things. Try and make your hike enjoyable for you. You don't want to get the gear somebody else says to get because it's working for them, and then it's not working for you, and then your hike is miserable and you can't do anything about it because you're already in the middle of it and you got the wrong gear for yourself. You just got to do exactly what's my Nalgene. You just got to do exactly what you want to do. I'm about to have myself a little snack. Cheese and meat. grabbing a snack. Alright, now, it's a very nice day out. It's still a little chilly out here, but we'll survive. Back on trail again. Sat there for a little while, took a little break, had some lunch. Now I'm back moving. Got 10 more miles to do before I can call it a day. And then I feel successful. So I've been dying to do a longer hike again. You know, usually when I'm out of my sections, I do like long days like that for the most part. But you know, day hikes have only been like 5-10 miles. So I wanted to get a good 20-mile in today since I had off. Because I just feel bad. You know, Danny's not with me today, but like I said, she works. Oh, and if you also notice, I don't have the dog with me either. Asuna, I felt like, again, 20 miles was too much for the dog. 10 miles every day made the dog very tired when we got back to the house, which is good for a beagle. You want to tire a beagle out for certain, but thought 20 would be too much for her, so I left her alone too. So I'm all alone today. Oh well. Keep on hiking. Howdy. I find it kind of funny. I keep passing by people, a lot of people that are out here day hiking, and they see me with the full pack on and stuff, and they keep asking me, oh, how far are you gone? And I'm like, oh, I'm just on a day hike, you know, I'm only at like 14 miles so far. And they're like looking at me weird because I have the whole backpack on. They think I'm out here like for a longer period of time or something. I guess I'm trying to have the whole backpack all full gear, you know, the normal gear I would take on a section hike, just so that I can get used to it again, because it's been a winter without being out here carrying all the weight on me. So I have the full gear plus the weight of the new camera gear in here and stuff. Everything as if I'm going to be on a section hike, just so that I can get used to the weight again and get used to putting in these big miles. I said, right now I think I am somewhere around 15 miles. So my day's gonna be over soon. So I'm only trying to get to 20 today. I'm starting to feel myself losing a little steam already. It's a little cold out here still. It never really warmed up like I thought it was gonna. It was supposed to, I thought anyway. It just didn't. So, whew. Alright, back to hiking. Got to put in these last few miles. Here I am, done with my hike. Whew. Wasn't quite 20 miles. Apparently I only did 19.9, so I'm short of myself by almost a whole mile. But I'm okay with that. 19 is pretty good, I think, for the first hike, you know, that I've done with full gear on this season. Kind of wore out now. Gotta go home, take a hot shower, throw my compression socks so that my legs don't get all cramped up and sore tomorrow. And just relax the rest of my night. Like I was saying before, to end up with this video, remember, hike your own hike. You know, you could listen to what other people say for ideas and stuff, but in the end, you know, you gotta do what's right for you. You gotta get the gear that works for you. You gotta get the clothing, the everything that you use while hiking. You get the stuff that works for you best. You know, don't listen to other people and just go at what they say, because that's not necessarily going to work the best for you. Whew. All right. Well, see y'all later. I'm gonna go home, edit this up, and I'll be posting it soon. Hello. One more thing. I'm already sitting in the car. You know, I'm making these videos. Can you please, you know, guys, just like and subscribe to the videos, you know, so you can come back and see more. I'm gonna keep making these. I'm having fun making them, and you know, I just really kind of enjoy it. So, but you know, if I see the subscribers and I see, you know, being liked a lot and stuff, then I'll know that you know, it's something I can keep doing. So please just go ahead and do that for me. Thanks much. Oh my God, the walking away shot. I'm a professional now. Yeah. Oh my God, the walking away shot. I'm a professional now. Yeah. Oh my God, the walking away shot. I'm a professional now. Yeah.